I was 35 years old when I got pregnant with boy number 6. Davis was a surprise, to say the least. Our youngest, Dathan, was 8 at the time. We were hustling, we were bustling, the kids were doing sports, we were moving everywhere. So we had a few years of a gap where we were feeling the freedom. And then along comes Davis. I remember one of the first doctor's appointments I had the appointment, and then when you leave and go to check out, they sometimes give you a checkout slip. And on the checkout slip, sometimes they'll check off like billing codes for the receptionists and for the paperwork. So I'm walking to the front with my checkout slip, and I look down and I'm like, what's the billing code for this visit? And it said geriatric pregnancy. And I was like, how disrespectful. I should have known then. I was in for a ride. Davis's pregnancy went well. There were really no complications. I had high blood pressure, so between that and the geriatric pregnancy, they monitored me a little bit closer, but uneventful. No concerns at all. He was a planned C-section, just like the rest of the C-sections I had had. I had 5 C-sections previously, so he was going to be the 6th. Everything was all good. After Davis was born, we soon discovered that he was tongue-tied, as they call it, where the little attachment under your tongue is short and it doesn't allow your tongue to move around. Babies that are tongue-tied sometimes have trouble latching and breastfeeding because they can't really open their mouth really wide. So he was tongue-tied, which about 2 weeks later after that, we ended up rectifying that. And then he had elevated bilirubin levels to the point where he needed to come home with the light therapy. And he did that for about 2 weeks, where we were keeping him under the lights at home and just getting his blood checked, I think like every 2 or 3 days. To make sure the bilirubin levels were coming down, which they came down fine. The light therapy was discontinued, and then we were off to the races. He was perfectly healthy. Although we had some hiccups in the beginning with the tongue-tied and the light therapy, once we got past that, we were smooth sailing. He went on to hit all his milestones, I felt like appropriately. His first year of life, nothing was concerning at all.
He's holding my finger. Hey, TV.
I just try and get the boogies. I just try and get the boogies. I just try and get the boogies.
Why are you laughing?
Davis.
Davis.
All right, so who goes first, darling?
Shawty, name,
There is no
You just saw that last video of him talking, right? Dathan said Dathan, he said Dathan. He wasn't even 1 year old. This video is important because later on, when I started to realize that something was awry, I always go back to this video. My child was talking. He was talking. He was progressing appropriately. I don't understand how we went from something to nothing. Something to nothing, something to nothing. What happened? And I went on to ask the physician that, like, what happened? My child was talking. Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, stop.
Whoa!
Is my baby okay? I'm about to run mad like that.
If you can recall, at 10 months, he started appropriately walking with furniture, walking across things. Now we're at 13 months, and to me, looking back, because I didn't notice it in the time, it seems like he's lost balance. So from 10 months to 13 months, we're still not walking, and we don't seem as balanced as we once were at a younger stage.
Diagonal.
Diagonal, yes.
Come here.
And we'll guess what you are.
Come here. What are you doing? Now here at 15 months, we're finally walking, but we go on to progressively stop babbling. Say hi. Say Dathan! Say Dathan! Dathan! It's kind of tough for me to go back and watch the videos from the time he was 1 to the time he was like 2.5, because I literally can see the change happening on the screen. When I was in the moment, I couldn't see the change. So now that I'm looking back, hindsight 2020, I want to climb on the screen and say, something's going on, something's going on. But something was going on, and I was just so busy. At that time, I had 6 kids. I'm working full time. I'm taking kids here, I'm taking kids there. So I just didn't notice that something developmentally was going on with him. And I would later find out that he would be diagnosed with autism. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Davis, you gonna eat, or you just gonna hold your balloons? Davis has a really good pediatrician, and at his 2-year appointment, we were going over his development and his milestones, and she said, knowing that I'm a nurse, so we can talk medical, she said, do you think this is autism? I was shocked, just about as shocked as the geriatric pregnancy billing code. I was like, autism? Okay. I think the doctor saw the shock look on my face, And she went on to say that we would start some testing. We'll just rule it out. Nothing serious. Let's all be late about it. And that was fine with me because I knew something was going on. I knew he was seeming a little delayed, but autism was a bit severe, but fine. A little testing never hurt anyone.
Jinkish.
Mwah. Somewhere between 2 and 3, Davis was given the diagnosis of autism. And it was based off of the developmental delay and the speech delay. He saw a developmental pediatrician. And I'll never forget this appointment. We go to see the doctor, and I'm like, is Davis's autism mild or is it severe? I just need to know. And she looked at me and she said, severe. My heart sank. She said, it's severe because you don't realize how much you need speech until you don't have it. And that is going to be his main barrier in life, as of right now, is his speech. And that proved to be true. Although he potty trained appropriately, went on to walk, he's trying to ride a bike now, which, you know, he's 6, so that's developmentally where he should be. The speech was a big component. It was a big barrier. What? You want the window down? Window? There you go. How was your day? It was good. Okay. Mwah. Davis, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dave. Although Davis didn't really have many words, he was still expressive. He was still loving. He still enjoyed things. He loves water, loves playing in the rain, loves swimming in the pool, loves playing with the hose. He likes being outside and going to the playground. He likes Wendy's. So even though he doesn't talk, he is still able to express things.
Up, little or big?
No big, no big. Get dressed. Happy birthday, dear Davis. Happy birthday to you. Yeah! Davis is now 6. He's in 1st grade. He gets a lot of services. He has wonderful teachers. He has great friends at school. He has a talking tablet that he'll use if he's trying to say something and he wants to get his point across. He's verbalizing more.
Wow!
You hungry?
Okay. Okay.
Is it raining? Davis, say it's raining. Say it's raining. Want to go home?
No.
Home?
No.
Davis surprises us sometimes with the things he can say when random things just come out of his mouth. And we're like, did he just say that? All right. Okay. Davis, let me show you something. Sit down for a second. Sit down. Look at this. What is that?
Nothing.
What color is it? What color?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Yellow?
Yeah.
What color?
Blue.
Blue. Orange. What is it? Green.
Blue.
What is that?
Here.
What is that?
Here.
What color is this one?
Purple.
Purple. It is purple.
Papa.
Dear Autism, I'm really not happy with you. You took something from Davis that he deserved to have. I will find peace with that someday. In exchange, you have forced me to slow down and be present. I'm a whole expert in reading body language now. You've reminded me to appreciate each moment as they come, because after all, things will change. Lastly, I look at other people differently now. I give grace and try not to pass judgment. We're all facing some sort of battle. Some battles are loud and obvious. Other battles are nonverbal.